Top 10 moments lions were defeated. First is an epic level scene. A breathtaking scene. Lions rule the savanna. Majestic wherever they go. But how arrogant are lions? What fate awaits him? On the African savanna, revenge can come by strangulation. A 3-meter buffalo charges the lion. Hits hard. Lion collapses in pain. A wildebeest tramples the lion. These scenes. Every second feels like a documentary. A combination of action movies. This issue follows global sin. Let's walk into the 10 moments when the lion was killed together. Look at the mighty lion. How did you get knocked down? Looking forward to your subscription and dark likes. The 10th buffalo kills the lion. This is definitely the bravest buffalo I've ever seen, facing the siege of the lions. So this buffalo didn't surrender. Instead, the momentum is high. Defend the entire pride by yourself. This brave buffalo. Can it be in this war? To win. Let's move on. Directly at the beginning, the lions looked behind the buffalo. They try to avoid the closed horns to besiege the buffalo. Take him down as soon as possible. I have to. And it worked for the buffalo. In the lion again and again. Under repeated tearing attacks, this buffalo looks incredibly frustrated. It looks like he's about to surrender. However, the next second, and the buffalo proved it. He's not the scum crushed by a lion. I saw him shaking his body violently. It's easy to shake the lion behind. Take him in circles. The lion has bitten the buffalo's tail hard. Keep dragging. Trying to kill the patience of the buffalo in order to take out the buffalo just in time. But this buffalo is not a vegetarian. He tried his best to shake off the lion behind him, pulled out his secret weapon with 2 sharp horns, stabbed the lions around. Under the constant attack of the buffalo, a lion was turned upside down. Don't tell me this buffalo is quite vengeful. From start to finish, he has set his sights on the beginning, on the lion that bit his tail. Because he knows, just get this lion down. It can greatly demoralize the pride of lions so that I can successfully escape. Finally, under the action of the buffalo, the pride was also taken aback. For a long time, the lions don't dare to move. Only the buffaloes are attacking one by one. The lion seems to have an endless amount of bull energy. Seeing that no lion dared to step forward to provoke again, buffalo standing on high ground, looking down on the failed lions. Finally, Yon Chung left. Who would have thought? In this battle, it turned out that the buffalo won the big game. No one can make the horns. It's the sharpest weapon in the world. Even the lion had to shake when he saw him. 9th place. Antelope against lion. This antelope is dangerous. He just got to the river and needs some water. I met a lion who had no martial arts ethics. The lion flies towards the antelope, full fire. The antelope is aware of the danger. Start the defense program immediately, because the situation happened too suddenly. The antelope hasn't had time to turn around. The lion bit his butt. But if you think the antelope has lost by now, then you underestimate it. The antelope turns its head slightly. Those 2 big, sharp feet just stabbed directly into the lion's body. The painful lion immediately ran away. I looked so arrogant just now. The lion stands still, too scared to move. Then I realized, it turns out that the power of the antelope is so great. And this is no ordinary antelope. It is the famous big black horse bell, the most unique in the antelope family. It is also the most explosive existence. Big black horse bells are endemic to Angola. Adult weight is generally as high as 250 kilograms. They have 2 long, curved feet on their heads. These feet alone can grow up to a meter, even 1.5 meters. It is also their most powerful weapon against foreign enemies. Their characteristic curved shape and sturdy features can make big black horse bells easily pierce the body of the beast. No need for frontal hard steel. It can also give these beasts a fatal blow. And the character of the big black horse bell is very hot. Other antelopes may be able to bear it, and the big black horse bell belongs to the type of revenge, even against a strong opponent like the lion. He was no longer afraid of him. In the image of confrontation, the lion is really not necessarily the opponent of the big black marlin. Otherwise, it's really a tough battle. The 8th rhino scares the lion. Look at the lion. This time, it has encountered hard stubble. Thinking of showing off your power in front of the rhino with your companions. Unexpectedly, a big foot of a rhinoceros, facing this sharp weapon. Body like a mountain. Even the lions, who always show off their might on the grassland. They're just waiting for an opportunity. I finally waited for the rhino to turn around. The lion that bumped into the guts. Bite it hard. Rhino chrysanthemum calamity. Instant tingling. But such a trick. Not at all useful in front of rhinos. Rhinoceros turns around and flashes his weapon. Don't dare to act anymore. If I say these two lions are still too young, they don't know. This opponent in front of me is no ordinary beast. He is the creature known as the African tank, body length up to 3.7 to 4 meters, shoulder height 1.8 meters. Even the smallest western animal, Sumatra, the body length can also grow to 2.5 meters. This body type is on the grassland. It is estimated that only elephants can touch it. The lion came to him, instantly thin and pitiful. Except for body shape. Rhinos also have a special set of equipment. Rhinoceros have thick skin and rough flesh. Even the claws and fangs of a lion, also difficult to tear easily. It is said that even if 30 lions attack together, it may not hurt the rhino at all. This natural armor already let the rhino win at the starting line. What really daunts lions? And count the horn on the new bull's head. Rhino horn is rich in keratin and inorganic salts. Can easily pierce the body of a lion. Even after a rhino dies, his feet are also something that lions dare not touch easily. Next time you fight, let's see who the opponent is. The 7th wildebeest kills the lion. This is definitely the most powerful scene on the grassland. This poor wildebeest was cornered by the lions. He floated on the water, fleeing towards the camera at flying speed, trying to shake off the pride behind. But the lions have the group advantage. How could he let go of his prey? They came quickly in front of the wildebeest to close the wildebeest group as the main knows when the lion is ready to hunt. The wildebeest has achieved amazing speed. Run away quickly. Long gone. So it seems, on the grassland. Not only lions are masters at running, wildebeest doesn't lose at all, able to evade attacks from lions. Courage and speed are top-notch. So if the wildebeest and the lion go head-to-head, is it possible for him to kill the lion? The answer is really unexpected, so let's follow the camera. Watch the fierce battle. A wildebeest was knocked down by a lion. The onlookers all thought the wildebeest was going to die. Who knew that the wildebeest slowly opened its eyes? Find yourself not dead yet. Adhering to the principle of just do it, the wildebeest quickly took off. The lion will fly when it sees the fat in its mouth. Hurry up and play chess. Bite the wildebeest. I thought that by virtue of the location advantage, these two lions can hold the wildebeest down hard, but unexpectedly, the lion is smart and is mistaken by wisdom. They bite the broad back of the wildebeest, but also the stomach, exposed next to the wildebeest's big feet. It's a wildebeest. On the grassland, he walks the world with this diagonal. Isn't this giving the wildebeest a chance in vain? Sure enough, wildebeest on time. Pick up your own sharp corners. The body of an unbiased thorn-pointed lion. This move directly broke the lion's power. The lion, which was in extreme pain, immediately lost its fighting ability. Let the wildebeest ravage. The picture is completely different now. Last second, the lion was still majestic. This second is the wildebeest being presumptuous, venting his anger, even if the other lion is still behind, biting the wildebeests. But the horses don't care. After all, he is rough-skinned and fleshy. He can also kill lions. After tasting the taste of victory like this, wildebeest is called a high-spirited. He provoked the lions with impunity. Never has a lion seen such a battle. They didn't dare to go anywhere. So the wildebeest turned defeat into victory. One horse fights to corpses. Write your own legend. Never underestimate any creature on the grassland. They all contain with boundless potential. This piece of history is enough for the Pegasus family to blow for a while. 6th place, buffalo versus lion. Our old friend the buffalo is at it again. This time, he didn't do what we said in the previous part, besieged by lions. This time he took the initiative. when the lion clings to his head. When trying to drain his energy, the buffalo uses his powerful feet. Left and right thorns pierce the body of a lion. Although today's lions do not see the blood flowing down, but it's already riddled with holes. Lost the power of the king of beasts. But I have to say, this lion is really persistent. Even if bullied like this by buffalo, also refused to let go. Look at this rather determined opponent in front of you. The buffalo didn't let up for a moment. His feet have been on the lion's body. After a stalemate of 10 minutes, the lion is finally exhausted, laid to the ground. Just when everyone thought the lion was finally dead, and something happened, he stood up again trembling, staring at the buffalo. It's like I'm going to gamble all my wealth, fight the buffalo to the back. The buffalo also became aware of the lion's thoughts. Now he just wants a quick fight. I saw him come to the lion, quickly confront the lion. I want to end this battle directly. Unexpectedly, the lion grabbed his mouth hard. The buffalo was screaming in pain. Is the lion really about to rise? The truth is cruel. This is buffalo territory after all. Watch this buffalo get bullied by a lion. The buffalo brothers came over, hit the lion hard. If it's not enough, come again. Now this lion is like a toy, moved by the buffalo. Under such repeated attacks, the lion is finally dying, lie on the ground and can't move anymore. In this battle, the buffalo certainly took the lead, and the lions have maintained their consistent fighting power, the spirit of not giving up until the last moment. It was awe-inspiring. It's not certain who will win or lose the next battle. The fifth antelope kills the lion. This is the fierce battle between the antelope and the lion. Even from a distance, you can see that the battle is intense, life or death. In the picture, the antelope pins the lion to the ground. His sharp horns have pierced the lion's body. The lion in pain is screaming. Even if it is as powerful as a lion, I guess I can't stand such an attack. So despite that, the lions are still fighting back. In fact, the lion is already seriously injured. After the struggles of both parties, the lion seems to have won. But looking at this game, a feast that almost cost my life, the lion is no longer in the mood to enjoy it. I don't think it will take long. This lion must also die. See here, do you think antelopes can only create lions with their lives? It's not. Antelopes have such sharp feet. Is their most powerful weapon. Just find the right moment. It is not impossible to defeat the lion. If you don't believe me, take a look at the next picture. This lion is so pitiful. His body has been destroyed. It's so rare to look so down and out. If the antelope is grasping, if you stab the other horn into the lion's body, then the lion will surely die. On the vast grassland, nothing is impossible. The lion is a victorious general, but not the victorious general. Fourth place, wildebeest Hercules on the lion prairie. Typical representative who is not used to. Our Mr. Wildebeest shines again. This time he ran into the lion head-on again. The two sides engaged in a fierce struggle. I saw the lion bite the wildebeest's head hard. Look, this lion wants to bite off the wildebeest's neck. Come and bleed him completely. But wildebeests are not so easy to bully. The wildebeest has long since given up its evolved a thick body of flesh to fend off attacks from larger creatures. No matter how much the lion bites the wildebeest came out unscathed. Although the lion's bite did not cause any damage to the wildebeest, but this lion just held on tight and wouldn't let go. How can we do this? If the lion never lets go, then he really might find a breakthrough. The wildebeest will be in jeopardy by then. I guess the wildebeest also understands this truth. Under the constant attack of lions, wildebeest pretends to be brought down by a lion. Now it is estimated that the lion's heart is already happy, thinking that the battle will end soon, every meal. But who knows the next second? The wildebeest stood up fiercely, going to get rid of the lion. On one side is the lion's bite. On one side, the wildebeest fights back. This scene is too dramatic, but wildebeests do have an advantage. In the process, wildebeest has been. Now the lion is covered in bruises. Weak. Finally, after 300 rounds of fighting between the two sides, fought the wildebeest and broke free from the lion. The lion retreats. I don't think any of them want to do it again. It took a lot of effort. The third rhino fights the lion. Look at a rhinoceros drinking water. Accidentally fell into the quagmire. I can't move at all. If this is the case, maybe the rhino can figure out a way to escape. But the situation is too urgent now, because the lions in the distance have long been saw this hapless rhino. Under normal circumstances, rhinos take advantage of their size, plus a violent temper, always scares the lion to run away, so most lions are afraid to fight rhinos. But this time it was different. After all, the rhino got stuck in the mud. Combat power is directly halved. I have undoubtedly given the lion great courage. Lion sees rhino trapped in quagmire, overjoyed. One by one they came towards the rhino. Rhinos smell danger. Start ramping up efforts to break free from the quagmire. The atmosphere is getting more and more anxious. The lion is pressing. The rhino can only face the lion with its big sharp feet to warn them not to approach. But the lion was clearly not frightened by the rhino. They all gathered in front of the rhino. Going to give this rhino a group advantage. Fatal blow. So will these lions succeed? I have to say this rhino is also very smart. He couldn't move in the quagmire in front of him. Then he simply shifted his position. I finally broke free from the quagmire. The rhino is about to run away. The lion quickly flew onto the rhino, going to take him down, but the rhino is too strong. He threw the lion down, launching a sharp attack. The rhinoceros ashore like a galloping bumpy, swept the army, scared the lion. Now, the lion finally realizes how dangerous reality can be. They couldn't even think about hunting rhinos anymore. Life is the most important thing on the African savanna. Rhinos are undoubtedly the size. Their actions again and again prove, even a rival like a lion, it's hard to hurt them. No value. But combat rhinos are also not to be underestimated. Do you appreciate the abilities of rhinos? The second buffalo herd kills the lion. A buffalo can crush a lion. What about the buffalo herd? The lion in the picture is out of luck. They were surrounded by buffalo herds. You click, I click. This lion is bleeding all over. I have no strength to resist to the death. Look at this lion flying by a herd of buffaloes. Really can't imagine who gave this lion the courage to provoke these buffaloes. I don't know if he expected it. I will end up like this, as pitiful as this lion. It's the one we're going to talk about. I saw him blend in with the buffalo herd. One by one, the buffaloes flew them off. The lion spins and jumps in the air. The picture is too miserable to watch. And watch the buffalo walking around. Can imagine. This is a lion in a buffalo herd. How ravaged. Finally, the buffalo herd was strangled. Throws the lion to the water's edge, but it's not over yet. The next screen is not broadcast. This lion has been reduced to a buffalo's meal. If a lion singles out a buffalo, if there is still a chance of winning, then you will only be beaten by the fat. We as bystanders, I can only mourn for this lion. Number 1, buffalo versus lion. After watching the lion single out buffalo, the lion is besieged by a herd of buffaloes. Let's take a look again. Big battle between lions and buffalo on the African savanna. A herd of lions and buffalo meets. Neither of the two families likes it. They all want to have a fight. Watch the battle. Look at the atmosphere. Is it like two armies fighting in a human world? It's so scary that I can't even breathe. The difference is, they were unarmed. No shouting, no shouting, no shouting. They intimidate each other with sheer force. When the two meet, who will win? It seems that the lion has a lot of courage. As they approach the buffalo herd, seems very certain of victory. But buffaloes are not something you can mess with casually. A couple of lead buffaloes stepped forward, showed the sharp horns, trying to scare off lions. See, when the buffalo comes out with the horn on, the lion didn't dare to come forward anymore. That's it. You come and go. Stalemate for dozens of minutes without entering the battle. The ability of the two sides is comparable. Inevitably heavy casualties. It's better to turn war into jade and silk. In the end, the battle didn't go as we had hoped. He ended peacefully. Perhaps for both parties. This is the best ending. Okay, that's what I brought today. 10 famous scenes where lions were hanged. Which one do you find the most thrilling? Which animal do you think fights against lions have an absolute winning rate?